You are now listening to Oversaturated, the podcast, hosted by Johnnie and Ralph. Now let's get it.
Welcome to another episode of Oversaturated, the podcast, where we discuss music, movies, pop culture, and everything in between. I'm Johnnie.
And I'm Ralph.
Welcome to episode number 167.
167. I am him Duncan this week.
Him Duncan. Nah, that's what's up. New listeners, please follow us on all social media. Facebook, just search Oversaturated the podcast. Twitter is Oversat Podcast. Instagram is Oversat the podcast. And our email is oversatpodcast@gmail.com. And please be sure to check out our website, oversatthepod.com. Anything you need to know about OS is there.
Yes, sir. And if you want to follow us individually, I'm the Mind of Ralph on Instagram and Twitter.
On Twitter, I'm JON 2_ the letter B. On Instagram, I'm JBS_ESL_AAMU. Holla at us. Ralph, my guy.
I'm not good. I'm gonna jump straight to it. I'm not good.
Get to it.
We talked about this in pre-production, as the listeners and viewers can see that me and Johnnie are not in the OS studio this week. I am actually at my humble abode. I couldn't make it due to some adulting issues or core issues, if you want to get into that. If anybody want to, bless the kid with some money, I'm not peddling in that way, but nah, man, it's just, man, it got real for me yesterday. So, adulting is real, but I'm here to pod, baby. I ain't worried about none of that.
Word. We'll put your cash up in the description.
In the description.
I'm about to say bio.
You want to help the kid,
right?
Help the kid, slide me $1. I'm telling you, that's all I want. Give me $1.
It's crazy because like situations like that always seem to like come up super randomly and somewhat near the holidays. Like that's insane. Like why we doing this?
I didn't even think about it like that. I was like, damn, yeah, because it is. Oh, happy Thanksgiving to all the listeners. This is the recording of the week of Thanksgiving. So, hope everybody enjoys their holiday, all that great stuff.
Hope everybody prepares their food the way that it should be prepared. If you bring anything to the family house, make sure
no remixing.
No, we're not remixing.
No remix, no remix, no add nothing special. You do that on your own day.
Man, I've been seeing a lot of like clips and videos of families having like pre-Thanksgiving meetings about who's bringing what dish to the to Thanksgiving dinner. Have you been seeing that?
No, I haven't, but I'm not mad at it.
Like that,
I'm not mad.
It's just funny. Like
this
take
is
it so serious.
If you come to the family function or the family dinner and you're expecting Aunt Linda's macaroni and cheese, you expecting Aunt Linda's macaroni and cheese.
No, it's true.
That's if that's how it's always been, and Aunt Linda's willing and able-bodied. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We're not going to start flipping up nothing. Little cousin shouldn't have to take over the macaroni and cheese, and I don't want nothing in it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't start putting nothing in it. Macaroni and cheese. I've had seafood mac. That's cool, but I ain't trying to eat that on Thanksgiving.
No. That's not the time and place.
I want the casserole today. Like I want the good macaroni cheese with a little bit of Velveeta, not a lot of Velveeta, but it gotta have some Velveeta in there.
Talk about it, and it needs to go in the oven. Nothing out of a box. Come on. I'm just look. Some people still might not know.
I'm with you, bro.
Some people still might not know, and recipes get handed down, and you start tweaking. No. Let's not do that. We don't do that here. We don't do that. Come on.
Exactly.
Nah, that's crazy.
Oh, bro, I gotta ask you this: you being the quite frequent traveler that you are you getting the Frontier Pass?
Hey, I'm gonna keep it 100% with you. I honestly contemplated it. So like, I don't think you could. So they announced it. I don't know if you can purchase it just yet, but it goes into effect like May of 2023. And I mean, if you buy it, you get unlimited flights for a year. Frontier does have pretty decent domestic locations that they travel. So it would I really wouldn't be opposed to it. It's just Frontier. That's like the only thing. It's just Frontier. And I imagine they'll start taxing you for other things.
That's my point, right? Because if you pay $600, you expect the all-inclusive. Like you're all-inclusive guy, you understand the concept. Word. If I paid for it, I shouldn't have to pay nothing else. And that can be often misleading, right? It's like getting the basic package for Netflix or something. Right? You're still gonna get ads. You're still gonna get like it's not premium. So
right.
I'd rather just buy my ticket straight up. I'm straight. Like I'm good. Like that. A subscription for an airline is nasty, and it's like I know I'm not. It seems cool, but for $600, unlimited flight sounds completely nasty. Like you're not gonna get a choice of a seat. You're not gonna be able to get no leg room. You ain't get no drink included. Like, what's the real perk? You know what I'm saying?
I don't think Frontier have no seats where they where you get any space. Even the first seat,
the first seat and the exit
row.
Trust me, I know because I'll pay for them. I pay for that. Like I need my leg room, goddamn. So I'm not doing it, bro.
I was just looking at it like $600, right? That's probably roughly 2 round trip flights on Frontier. So, in best case scenario, you buy this pass, right? It's a $600 pass. You take 3 flights, it paid for itself. You good.
Depending on where you're going to.
No, also true. But I mean, they fly to Vegas, they fly to Denver, they fly to like Orlando, if I'm not mistaken, Tampa, maybe one. So they have some decent locations. Just
they go to all the hot spots. I flew Frontier out of the country before, so it happens.
Oh, that's what's up. So yeah.
Depends on where you're going,
man. What the out of the country flight was how was the plane?
It was good. Like I had a decent amount of leg room. I was sitting in the middle. Like I wasn't even sitting like a front seat. It was a nonstop flight, which is big to me. So
right.
I mean, it wasn't much. That was actually my first time being on the plane, honestly.
Oh.
Yeah, when I flew to Mexico. So I was no, it wasn't. It wasn't the first. I lied. But it was the first time going out the country. But still.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It was decent, but
Listen, shout out to Frontier, man, because if anybody plans on actually getting this, like, let us know. Like, we'd like to have you on as a correspondent to see how this works.
always travel correspondent,
man. What? Because I'm legit curious. Because I mean, it sounds dope in theory, but the more you think about it, it's like, I don't know. If this was Delta, Southwest, maybe
it would cost a little more though.
I would expect.
But I'll be okay with that too.
I would definitely be okay with it. So again, shout out to Frontier. Anybody that's planning on doing that shit.
We'll see how they're doing, man. But what we doing off the dome, man?
Off the dome.
I got one for you.
Okay.
Quick, right?
Uh-oh.
Would you rather, if you were an actor, would you rather star in a spy film or a superhero
film? Is this 2022 or we talking? Okay.
However you want to slice. Obviously, I'm saying 2022.
Ooh, okay. So without much thought, I'm going to say a spy film. I'm going to tell you why. So the superhero film genre, as much as in tune with it as I am in the current space and always have been, always will be, it is oversaturated. Right? Not saying that's a bad thing, but I wouldn't want to star in a movie that may or may not get lost in the shuffle. I don't think there are as many spy films as of today as there have been in the past. Not a whole lot of 007s. Daniel Craig just retired from being 007. They're looking for a new one. Like, not as many spy films today. So I think I would want to star in a spy film. Has a bigger chance of really,
Yeah. No, I actually, I definitely agree with that point because I was going to lean towards spy film as well. Like we said, the superhero market has definitely become oversaturated. And undoubtedly, you're not the star of your film sometimes, right?
Okay. Yep.
Like it's too much connective tissue if we're talking about the MCU and the MCU only, right?
Right.
Like it depends on if another nigga, it depends on too much stuff for your movie to be great. For real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it depends on stuff. Like it's never like Wakanda Forever's clearly an ensemble cast, but when you talking about like Ant-Man or something like that, we're not hyped for Ant-Man. We're hyped for Kang. Like that's messed up. Paul Rudd been putting out, been putting work. You know what I'm saying? But we hyped for Kang. But I mean, in the spy genre, which is action adventure, some could even lean into sci-fi because the shit that happens over there just don't be real sometimes.
It's true.
But undoubtedly, the studio gives you a blank check. Like they be like, here, make this spy film. Like it. You see, Tom Cruise has been playing Ethan Hunt since 1996, and he getting to get ready to. He gonna do 2 more Mission Impossible films. 2 more. Bro, he gotta be 50.
That's insane.
Damn, they ain't tried to recast them. Like, but think about it like this: you got Born Identities, you got John Wicks, you got the 007s of the world. So, I mean, hey, it's up. I would take the spy joint quick.
No, that's facts. Speaking of John Wick, I just watched the first one ever.
Oh, okay.
A couple nights ago. I get why he went and killed all them people. Like, you're not gonna steal my car, kill my dog after my wife who just passed gave me the dog. That's my attachment to her. Nah, I get it. And John Wick 4, I seen the trailer for it. Actually look kind of, even though I haven't seen 2 and 3, that trailer look fire. Like,
listen, blanks, man. Keanu Reeves ain't act.
Facts. But he didn't have many words in that first one either. I noticed that shit. A lot of facial expressions. But
I know we depend on the action and the villain mostly in those spy films. Your leading man ain't got to do too much.
It's true.
He just got to wear the Tom Ford, had a gun, had a blicky, and we good.
That's it. That's all you need.
It really ain't that hard. It's hard to be a superhero these days. We too tough on them guys.
Man, what we mad if they don't know the source material. You ain't read nothing.
So we tough on those guys and gals, bro, for real. Like,
man, that's crazy. Nah, don't question though. All right, so for my off the dome, I have a team. I have 2 teams of 3 individuals.
Okay.
No backgrounds, no nothing. Just pick a team, right? Team 1, we got Lil Uzi Vert.
Okay.
Tyler the Creator. Kendrick Lamar.
Okay.
Team 1. Team 2, we have A$AP Rocky. Pusha T, J. Cole. Which team you choosing? Based off whatever. Let me know if you want me to read them again.
Give me team 2 again.
Team 2 is A$AP Rocky, Pusha T, and J. Cole.
I'm going team 1.
Team 1.
That's Uzi, Kendrick, and Tyler. They have the stronger catalogs, or the stronger hits. Like everything over there is just better, respectfully. A$AP, as much as I like A$AP as a personality, some of his music is okay to me. It hasn't really hit for me like that since probably 2011, 2012, somewhere up in there. Anything he does has been kind of like really okay. Cole is my man's, but he ain't enough to carry, and then Pusher, but I think I enjoy what's over on the other side more. Like on team 1 more.
That's so interesting. I'm actually kind of surprised you chose it because I'm actually going team 1 too. And for me, it really came down to like from these 3 individuals looking at really the producer of the group, which would be I feel like Tyler. I like Tyler's production more than I like J. Cole's production. Not saying J. Cole's production is trash, not by any means, but I just enjoy Tyler's production better, and I feel like those 3. Like catalogs aside, because their catalogs are dope, right? I think they would make a better group if they were an actual group than team 2. So that's why I went team 1.
Yeah, I just think A$AP's the weakest one of all of them. So he drags down the team. That's what I think about that.
Got you. That makes sense though. That's what's up. That's off the dome, man.
People, that was off the dome, man. Would you rather, if you were an actor or actress, starring your own spy film or starring a superhero film? Let us know.
Yep. And then which team would you choose? Team 1, Lil Uzi, Tyler, and Kendrick. Team 2, A$AP Rocky, Pusha T, J. Cole. Let us know.
Yes, sir. OS gang, what's happening? What's up, family and kinfolk? We got a few topics here on the OS docket.
Yes, sir.
We got to start here on another sad and somber note. Our childhood is being attacked. Rest in peace to Jason David Frank, BKA Tommy Oliver of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Yes.
I think he committed suicide, right? It was
Yeah, I think I read that.
Yeah, it came out this morning. So details are still emerging as the time of this recording, but we know that he's no longer with us. Johnny, what do you have for this?
Listen, man, this is the second straight week that we've had to come in here and say rest in peace to an integral part like of our childhoods. Like I remember watching the Tommy Oliver saga when he first came as Green Ranger on Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, like, and seeing him progress through, man, what hit the flute and seeing him progress through the Power Rangers lore. Like he was in like multiple seasons of Power Rangers.
I think he was in all of them, right?
He may have like made a guest appearance in a lot of them, but like actually being the leader, the Ranger, in like maybe 5 or 6 actual like seasons, which is insane, right?
Yeah.
So the fact that, again, rest in peace to him, condolences to his family and friends and fans. It's sad that he's going. It's just one of those random things that just happened. It's like it hurt. It's hurting, man. Two weeks in a row, man, it hurt.
Yeah, man. But yeah, like trust me, all of us as kids watched the Power Rangers, and shout out to those that didn't. I feel for you. You know, you missed out on a real moment in time. How stressed we were as kids because the writing in Power Rangers was actually like a soap opera or some shit. Like
Those are our stories.
Right. When the Green Ranger came on the scene, we was stressed. Like he was stressed.
He was crazy.
He was like, "Oh no, it's one of him and 5 of them." You know. So, but now, man, just rest in peace to brother Frank, man, Mr. Frank. I don't know what to call him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like you provided so much joy, so much stress, even though we didn't know at the time. You know, we just watching the TV show. But, you know, you provide a lot of inspiration because a lot of us just adored that character, you know what I'm saying? And whenever you think about the Power Rangers, you think about Tommy Oliver. So, man, respectfully.
100%.
Respectfully. So, White Ranger, Green Ranger, which one you going with, bro?
Man, that's... I didn't even think about this. Even though the Green Ranger was extra saucy, like with the flute and the sword, she was hard. White Ranger kind of racist. I think I'm gonna go Green Ranger. I'm gonna go Green Ranger.
I'm definitely for the Green Ranger. He had 5 Rangers on the ropes. Then he blew up the command center. He was going crazy on them, bro. He went stupid on them.
He went so crazy. He jumped into the Megazord and messed them up in the Megazord. In the Megazord.
In there, bro.
Man, what? No, that's not great. I'm wilding. Green Ranger.
And he had a short window. They had to get rid of the green. They was like,
man, what? They said he was so.
We gonna keep you around.
His powers ran out. That's crazy.
Gonna keep Tommy around, but we gotta get this green out of here.
Nasty stain. That's crazy.
Ooh, man.
Oh man. Rest in peace to Jason David Frank, man.
Definitely, man. Oh man, so many topics, man. I'm not really sure where to go with this, but I'm definitely gonna go music. I'll just go here. 21Savage, we talked about him last week. We did our album review last week, right? Or was that 2 weeks ago? I can't remember.
2 weeks.
2 weeks ago. Yep. Well, 21Savage is definitely back in the headlines. He believes that Nas is not relevant, but has a loyal fan base. Johnny, what do you think about 21Savage in his comments?
Of course, like most people our age, when I first heard it, I was like, come on, 21Savage, you gotta relax. Like, why are you doing this, my guy? My boy. But the more I thought about it, not saying that 21Savage is correct, but and I think we talked about the younger generation of rappers versus the newer generation, like, you know, how they think when it comes to music, because they don't really know Nas like that. They only know the most recent version of what Nas is, right? As a person, as an MC and all that. So him not knowing how fire Nas was when he was out, like as a 19-year-old, right? Versus what he only really knows now. He probably doesn't even listen to Nas music now, even though his last 4 albums, like we said, have been like ultra fire. I think it's more of a recency thing for people of 21 Savage's age range.
Yeah.
Maybe he doesn't know that Nas and Wu-Tang just went on a tour and sold out amphitheaters across the country. Maybe he don't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Again, he's probably not listening to Nas albums, even though King's Disease 3 is a fire album, a perfect ending to a trilogy of albums that he's done in his 40s, the last 2 years. Like maybe 21 Savage doesn't really acknowledge and know these things. So for him to say those statements, I think he's just a little misinformed. Maybe that's what I'll say.
Yeah, at first, the troll in me wanted to say, yeah, talk that shit, 21. Now talk that shit. But I mean, you can look at this twofold, right? Nas is a legend. Nas is a living hip hop legend. He is an icon. Whatever superlative you want to give him, he is that. He's a him. And we talked about that last week when we did our album review. But legends don't necessarily have to have radio play of current music. That legends don't have to move in certain ways. Legends don't have to sell out big ass arenas. I mean, it's levels to legend, and things that they can pull off. But he's still Nas. He's still a legend. He's still him. So he's still one of the goats of this genre that we love so much. So to sit here and say that he's irrelevant is crazy. Like, to say that. Now, if you want to dig down into your bag of rappers, there's plenty of rappers we can say that's not relevant, right? Like it's you can go. I don't even want to start naming names. I don't want to do that.
The baby.
Oh God. But my point is, Nas just dropped a great run of albums in his 40s. We pray that we remember 21 Savage past, the next 2-3 years, and that's respectfully to him and what he has going. It could be a lot of things, like you're sitting on the top of the world right now. You had a joint collab album with Drake, one of the biggest artists in the world right now. You did 400,000 in the first week, which niggas ain't doing numbers right now,
man. What?
So if I was 21, I'd probably say that shit too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he feeling himself. He feeling himself
off being a feature on the album. That's crazy.
I
know. I can't be mad at it though.
I know. I mean, and then when he thought about what he said,
look, apology tour.
He scaled that joint back. But
see, he probably got a couple phone calls like, "Hey, yo, like, I'm tripping."
But the thing is, like the younger generation, us being middle children of hip hop, I think we revere our legends a little bit more. I think 100%. We have a level of respect for them, even if we never heard their music. I'm not the biggest Kool G Rap fan, right? But I acknowledge who he is. You know what I'm saying? And I don't disrespect. It's not for me, not my time. Know who he is, cool. But it's different when they see it, right? They like, hey, ain't nobody listening to that bullshit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like,
yeah. We did have more respect, even though a few people probably wanted to say that when we were younger. Like, you nobody listen to damn KRS-One type shit.
Hibbity hop hop, skip it, hell, like that type of shit. I ain't listening to that shit. But I mean, but
we understood that paved the way for what we grew up on.
That's true too, and the reason why Nas is so legendary and so pivotal that Illmatic doesn't sound like anything like that. It changed how rap sounded. That's why he is who he is, and he continues to build on his legacy with every album and lyricism and all that great stuff that he does. Right. So I think with 21, he's just like any other kid his age or person his age. I hate to call him a kid, but like Lonzo Ball, he came out saying, "Ain't nobody listening to Nas. Ain't nobody listening to that shit." Like, I was like, hey,
you know what's funny though? I saw
Lonzo Ball and 21 Savage around the same.
Yeah. I saw somebody say or saw somebody tweet like the generation of people like 29 and under.
Yeah.
Only know Nas because at their like middle school graduations they played.
I know it.
But like. But it made perfect sense. If that's all they know about Nas to go off of, all right, of course you're gonna hear Alonzo Ball and say, "I don't want to listen to that shit." Of course you're gonna hear him say that.
Ooh, that sounds horrible though.
Really? You didn't like that song, bro?
No, brother.
That's insane.
That was not a good one. You could have killed that one.
Just like the joint like with Genuine.
I ain't say I ain't like that. I think it's cool, but that one, but I know I can.
No, that's crazy.
Yeah,
damn. I ain't saying I'm going around like bumping it in the whip, but I mean, No, I'm just playing.
Right, exactly. Right, exactly. Well, since we're talking about hip hop legends and hip hop icons or whatnot, Meta has come out and said that they're doing a Biggie concert in the Metaverse going down December 16th, I want to say.
Yes.
Johnny,
Yep, December 16th.
what do you have for a concert, a Biggie concert in virtual reality going on Meta?
I mean, as dope as I think it could be, I want to know who authorizes. Like, is Biggie's estate? I've been trying to look to see like if I could get any more details about this, and I haven't been able to find anything. But I'm going to try my best to tune in if I remember. I might set like a reminder or something because I think this could be the future of what posthumous music and concerts could be. And maybe this is a test run for things in the future. This is similar to when they did the Tupac hologram. This is just another media format, another form of having those types of concerts. So I do, as dope as I think it is, I do want to know like the implications of this. Like again, did Biggie's estate, did they, allow Meta to do this, or is Meta doing this by themselves? Do they have the licenses to the music? Did they get with the labels? Like how is this actually going to work? I'm really curious about all of this.
Yeah, man, I totally agree with what you're saying. It's like first we talk about the business of it, right? Because you're inexplicably exploiting an artist that's not here, that can't profit off of it.
Right.
If Biggie was alive, I mean, I'm pretty sure he just do the damn concert, but to do it in virtual reality has a level of being nasty. Because if that's the case, we're gonna start, the floodgates will open depending on how successful this is. And we got a slew of dead artists that we can exploit. You know what I'm saying?
It's true.
Dead rappers, especially with what we just discussed. So how with this, I mean, for one, I mean, I know you're kind of deep into the Oculus and the virtual reality stuff, so maybe you can speak to this. Would you enjoy a virtual reality concert like this?
It would have to be an artist that I really, really, really like. Like, I'm not just pulling up for no random. Like this one, I feel like has the potential to be really, really good. So, I mean,
it's like this, like in virtual reality, right? Is it like, I mean, and I know you can't answer this, but will it be like Biggie recreating his videos? Would it be like Biggie on the stage with a mock crowd and it feels like you're in the crowd? Like, how would this be enjoyable? That's my other question.
So if I recall, so I haven't like attended a virtual reality concert.
Yeah.
But from the clips that I've seen, because Travis Scott did one in Fortnite, there's been a lot of different types of virtual reality concerts, right? So from the clips that I've seen, when you put the Oculus on, it'll make it seem like you're in the crowd of other people, or your avatar is in a crowd of other people, but you can see the stage as if you go to a concert venue and you look at the stage and you see the artist there. Same exact thing, just in virtual reality.
Yeah.
If that makes
I don't
sense.
know, man. I feel like I'm watching like a video or something. And what the sound, like what the sound skips or something, like the time, like the timing of the lyrics and the movement of the mouth paint on. I'm like, this is messed up.
Nah, that's funny. I get that.
And then how does it feel like you're not watching something that's on tape delay or something? Like, how does it feel like you actually live? Like
watching something dubbed, yeah.
Yeah, like I want to know, like, did they proofread this? Or is this like, or is it like a virtual reality bot? Is Jarvis back there running the show right? You know what I'm saying? I want to know.
But see, I don't think it's an AI that's running it. I think there are like actual people at Meta or whoever they contract with that build these things out. Just like you have video game developers that develop games and stuff like that. You have a team of people who I assume are actually developing what the concert would be, what it would look like, maybe how it sounds. Like you have a team of people actually creating this.
Now,
is this
go ahead. Is this a free thing too? That's the other thing.
I didn't see anywhere where it may cost anything. I definitely let you know, because I mean, the more that we're sitting here talking about it, the more I actually really want to like tune in and watch this shit, because I'm really curious to see how this works.
Yeah, it's an interesting concept. I mean, Biggie's one of our goats, somebody that we hold up there to a high level. So to see a concert done for him is very flattering, but at the same time, you still have to look at what it is. Like it does feel like it's being exploitive. Like that's kind of like where I'm at with it. So
yeah, man, it's crazy.
But next thing first. Let's talk about this. Since we're in award season, I guess let's just go ahead and talk about Chris Brown. American Music Awards is going down very, very soon, like in the next week or so, right?
I think it's today, actually.
Oh, damn, that's crazy. Well, all right. Well, Chris Brown was actually doing a tribute to Michael Jackson for the Thriller, the 40-year anniversary. There's a lot of things going on with that, but Chris Brown was tapped to do a dance tribute to Michael's string of monstrous hits. But the AMAs decided to pull his tribute at the last minute with no reason really given. Johnny, what do you have for this?
They trash for that. For them to even engage with Chris Brown to say, hey, we want you to do the tribute, because there's a lot that goes into award performances, right? So you have to know months in advance so you can get dancers, get the choreography done, practice, dress rehearsals, all that stuff. So I imagine Chris Brown knew about performing at the AMAs at least 6 months ago, at least, right? So there's a lot of time and money that goes into getting these awards performances done. So for them to pull it literally at the last minute, because I think news came out about this like Thursday or Friday last week. So literally 2 or 3 days before the awards, right? So they are incredibly trash for doing that, super trash.
Yeah, man. I don't see another side for this, right? Chris Brown has had a big year this year. No funniness, no arrest, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? No social media outbursts, no nothing.
Nothing.
The album came out. He's Grammy nominated.
Been chilling.
Yeah, he's been chilling. Hits this year, right? So I can't really understand why you pull this. Do you think it was gonna be backlash? But I mean, Chris was on tour this summer. I'm so he took time right after tour to start prepping for this, getting the background dancers, spending the time doing these things, getting the choreographers to teach those moves to him. So that type of thing. So it's a lot of money that went into the preparation for this behind the scenes. And then there's a video out there online. If you go search for it, you see what the tribute could have looked like. So I really want to understand the AMA's position on this. And then usually in situations like this, people bring up the abusive track record of Chris Brown as karma as to why things like this happen to him. But I mean, I don't really know where to go with those things. I mean, people hate Chris Brown for those reasons, and I truly understand and get it. I don't apologize for his behavior with that. I think that he's tried to get better, on his redemption tours and things like that. So he showed a level of remorse and trying to get better, and went to gym, therapy, he did everything you asked him to do. Yeah. The whole and everything you asked him to do. What you got, bro? I'm sorry.
No, that's my point in that scenario, if that's the case, right?
Yeah.
If you feel like you're gonna get backlash from people, you should have known that 6 months ago when you contacted him about doing the performance.
But then again, who was you go call to do
it? And that's my next point. I bet not see nobody else up there trying to do this shit. I know that for a fact. You saw the clip, the video.
Jason Derulo. Oh no, Chris was going crazy.
Man,
Chris was going crazy. The background dance was going crazy. And the thing is, it's just I like how the evolution of dance has, is evolved. You've seen the evolution of it. So Chris and those dances and infusing a little bit of modern stuff into what was already there and iconic. I love to see it. And I mean, it was going crazy. So I mean, that's a moment that the AMA took from us, and a moment that they took from their damn selves. Because I mean, honestly, I didn't know the AMAs was this late in the year, bro. I didn't know. I didn't know.
Does this kick off award season? That's funny.
I guess so, but it's weird because I mean, Chris has had a stellar year. This ain't like you just pulled him off the shelf. Chris been outside, album, singles, tour, radio play, tour, big tour. So And then he's going into Grammy season. So it's kind of like you let him get this shine off on this stage. He probably got an AMA award or two. I'm not sure. But, you know, I couldn't understand what was going on with it.
The AMAs played themselves. And I hope, because Chris Brown, the choreographers, and all of the dancers that put their time in to get this performance like perfected, I hope that they actually like just record themselves performing it somewhere, like, you know, get a stage or some shit and like just actually do it as if they're at the AMAs and just put it out. Because
okay, this is my last question for this, right? And maybe we can move on from it. Now, the 40-year anniversary of Thriller was this year, right?
It was actually a couple days ago.
80, so it's 82. Okay,
2022.
2022. Okay, cool, 40 years. Do you think maybe an award show picks this up in 2023 to do it? Because you still have the Grammys, you still have BET Awards, you still have, you know, it's levels to it, right?
That's really not a bad idea. It would behoove the Grammys to do it, because I feel like that would be the biggest music awards platform to have it. And I think it could be stellar, but I would love to see it BET like wherever's gonna take place, I'm gonna watch it. So
because BET did it famously back, after Michael passed. I know the award show was like literally like a few days after he passed. So I know they kind of circumvented the award show to kind of, honor him throughout.
Right.
And then the next year, Chris was able to do his thing. I don't know, man. It just takes time to plan those things. And I hate, it's not even Chris. Like, I mean, Chris has his moments, and I think Chris deserves, some level of grace. I'm not here to, really get into all that. But I think that, this was a moment taken from him, and not to mention him, but background dancers and the people that are involved behind the scenes as well. It's not just a Chris Brown thing that I think people are just hung up on.
Do you think okay, this is my last question. Now the conspiracy brain is working. Do you think there are powers at play that says, you know what, Chris Brown probably shouldn't perform this, because what if that really puts him back in the good graces of the masses? Because like you said, he's been through like everything he needed to go through in order to get better, get well, still been putting out great music, like Dart, all that stuff, right? What if that's like the last puzzle piece for him to be in the masses' good graces, and now the powers are saying, you know what, let's pull the plug on it?
That's an interesting take, but no, I don't believe that though.
Got you. Yeah, that's just conspiracy brain.
It's other ways they could have, got to him or messed him up. Like, we ain't gonna rehash none of those headlines, but yeah. But oh well.
But listen, man, I hope either another award show picks up that performance, or they decide to like put the performance out themselves, like, actually do it and put it out on YouTube or something, because I want to see the finished product.
I think that's interesting, right? Because I'm not sure if Chris could do it. Like I would say, put it out on YouTube, get your director and just do it. Yeah. But I mean, it's Michael's licensed music, so that's the tricky part.
Facts. Okay.
So it has to be done under some official guideline. I mean, now if you just do it for the gram, maybe. But I'm just saying, if you do it like on a platform where you can generate some dollars, that gets the business involved. Yeah. So I'm not really sure about that.
We'll see. I almost guarantee the Grammys will pick it up. They'd be crazy not to. They'd be crazy not to.
I mean, they really should, man. But let's get into the biggest night of music entertainment, man. Definitely the 2023 Grammys are going down in February. I forget the exact date. But the nominees have finally come out. 2023 Grammys. Johnny, what we got for this, man?
So this time every year, we break down the hip hop categories, because we don't really care about that else. It's just like that. Right. Let's see. I'm sure we predicted, Renaissance is nominated for Album of the Year.
Yeah.
Let me think. Oh, so is Mary J. Blige. Shout out to Mary J. Blige.
Yeah.
And Kendrick Lamar is as well. I think we might have predicted that as well. So shout out to them for being nominated for Album of the Year. I'm scrolling through.
Do you think any of them win though? That's the big thing.
It's hard to tell, because I don't really know about any of these other.
I mean, this is the thing, right? I can't speak to Coldplay, and I can't speak to Brandy Carlisle. Shout out to her. But Bad Bunny is in here.
I just scrolled past Bad Bunny's name, and I was about to say, I think Bad Bunny wins this because Bad Bunny had a wild year. Like,
but this is something interesting too, right? Bad Bunny is a Latin artist, which I do understand, and the Latin Grammys have their own thing. And I ain't never really seen too many Latin artists win the big awards on the Grammys big night. I mean, hey, you got Adele sitting right there. Adele don't really lose when she jump out.
Right.
Adele won some of the big awards over Beyonce, and even people's like,
even Adele said it. It was like,
I don't know what to do. I don't know, but Easy on Me was a huge song. Like you kind of got it was like everywhere. So even if you're not an Adele fan, goddamn, that joint was everywhere.
It's true. It's
even Kanye and his Coke choir, they remixed it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man. What? Damn. Best New Artist, Money Long is nominated. Lotto was nominated, and Toby Nwigwe. Hope I pronounced that correctly, but he's also nominated. Those hip hop artists are nominated for Best New Artist, so that's dope.
Salute to them. You think any of them actually have a chance of winning?
It's hard to say. I imagine Money Long would not, but I don't know because I don't really know any of these other artists. Like I've heard of Anita. Anita's, I think that's another Latin artist that's nominated. Omar Apollo, Dami and JD Beck, Samara Joy, Maniskin. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Molly Tuttle and Wet Leg. So those individuals are also nominated for Best New Artist. So I don't know.
Very interesting. It'd be dope to see Toby win, but I mean, I didn't know Toby would be considered a new artist at this point.
Me either. And I wonder what the criteria for that is because his album has been out he's put out actually a couple albums. If I'm not mistaken. So I don't know what criteria Best New Artist has for him to be nominated as a Best New Artist.
So salute to him, I guess.
Let's see. Best Duo Pop Performance, and I don't see nobody in there. Best Vocal. Break My Soul is nominated for Best Dance Electronic Recording. I think we kind of predicted that too.
Yeah. Well, Beyonce all over the place. I think the ones she cares about are the big three: best song, best record, or best album of the year. Right. Because Beyonce got plenty of them. You know what I'm saying? It's just the ones that kind of are elusive to her. Those are the ones that you chase and desire as a artist. So I feel like if she doesn't win for Renaissance, that's the one she could be like album of the year. So
right. Okay, so all right, to the rap categories, right? So first one we have Best Rap Performance. We have God Did. Well, we all know on that. We got Vegas, that's Doja Cat. Pushin P, Gunna and Future featuring Young Thug. We got F&F, Glorilla. Shout out to Glorilla for being nominated for a Grammy. And then we have Kendrick Lamar with The Heart Part 5. So those are the best rap performance nominees. So who do you think?
Big Glow. Big Glow. What you talking? F&F. What we talking about? We up. It's up now.
as much as I would love to see Glorilla go up there and accept a Grammy
Memphis 901. What's up, baby?
In front of all of those people.
Let's go.
Listen to me. That would be so fire. So again, shout out to Glorilla for being nominated, first of all, because that's an amazing feat. She got nominated quicker than Cardi did. Cardi's song went a whole year before she got nominated for a Grammy, right? For Bodak Yellow.
But I will say this, her song took off at the right time. Like it was earlier, it was definitely early in the year. So salute to Glow, man.
Nah, that's dope. So who you think wins the category though?
There's so many ways I can go with this, but I think they give it to God did, honestly. Like
Really?
that's not my choice necessarily. But if you're talking about like the connection point of it, like DJ Khaled go up there and get it, but it just adds to everybody else's Grammy total because everybody on the song gets one.
Yeah, right.
You know, and I think solely we're talking about the song because of Jay-Z's verse. And I think that's the reason why it's there. So
yeah. Honestly, I would give it to the Heart Part 5.
I don't think it's the song. Like that song is nominated for like best video. Now if the video wins, yeah. But we talking about the song, nah, not so much.
This is rap performance though, not rap
no,
song.
I know. I'm just saying. I went ahead and looked. It's a video too.
Gotcha.
As well. It's a video concept as well. Now the video is stellar, but I don't really care. Like the song now,
you don't really care for it like
that.
Nah, that's funny. Nah. All right, so best melodic rap performance. We got Beautiful, DJ Khaled featuring Future and SZA. We have Wait For You, Future featuring Drake and Tim's. First Class, Jack Harlow. Die Hard, Kendrick Lamar featuring Blast and Amanda Reefer. Big Energy, and it says live, Big Energy live, and that's Lotto. So that's best melodic rap performance.
This is interesting once again, man. Like so many ways you can go with this. Like I think Future should win.
I agree. I actually agree with that.
Lotto has the biggest pop song probably ever to be sampled. Like, one of the biggest pop songs, respectively. Sampled within her song, and it's been used everywhere. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think that's an element of it too. First Class definitely is a song that, you couldn't kind of escape as well either. But my pick is Future. Like that's what I'm gonna go with.
I actually agree with that. I think Future featuring Drake and Tim's that Wait For You. I think that should win. I think they actually give it to Jack Harlow. I know that's kind of wild, but I think that's the route they're gonna go, which is insane. But we'll see. So next we have best rap song. So we have Churchill Downs, Jack Harlow featuring Drake. We got God Did. We got The Heart Part 5. We got Pushin' P. We got Wait For You. This is almost like the same category. The same nominees.
Right. This is crazy. They mix some of the songs, right? Now it's a songwriters award. So where do you go with it, right? Like you care about what was written. So you want to go with God Did? Do you want to go with The Heart 5? Do you want to go with I don't know, like Churchill Downs, you give Drake one, the sympathy? I don't know. Like
I don't really know either. Like, because really thinking back, Churchill Downs wasn't bad. Like Jack Harlow actually elevated his rhyming on that song because Drake was there.
That's the best song on his album. Like it's not even close.
Easy, right? So I don't know. I feel like this is a little bit more complicated than I thought it would be. Especially with Churchill Downs, God Did, and The Heart Part 5. Man.
You got so many writers on God Did. It's like, what? Like,
I think off the strength of Wayne and Jay-Z on God Did, I think that's where it should go. Yeah. But honestly, I can't really call where it actually go. I have no idea.
And it's like I hate to shortchange, my Southern brethren, with Pusha P and Wait For You and things like that.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's a strong enough. Pusha P was everywhere. Pusha P was everywhere, but this isn't like a song that they necessarily traditionally pick for Grammy, any type of Grammy recognition. I mean, any type of Grammy award winning type of thing, which is quite unfortunate, but it is what it is.
So yeah, I don't know. You know what I'm realizing? Before I get to best rap album, Pusha T wasn't really nominated in any of these categories.
Well, he's in best rap. Oh, well, like you said, he's in rap album, but
rap album. But as far as like the songs and stuff.
Well, I mean, Pusha T. Well, hold on. Well, when you think about like previous best rap album winners, right, or nominees, they didn't have like the biggest songs of the year. Like Nas he won for King Disease too, right? None of his singles or none of his songs were nominated like off the album for any other Grammy nominations. It was just the album itself.
Okay. I guess that makes sense. All right. So best rap album. We have God Did, DJ Khaled. I Never Liked You, Future. Come Home, The Kids Miss You, Jack Harlow. Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, Kendrick Lamar, and It's Almost Dry, Pusha T. Best rap album. Where do you think the Grammys, who do you think the Grammys gives it to, and who do you think should actually win it?
Kendrick and Pusha. Those are my answers to your two questions. Like, I think Kendrick.
You think they give it to Kendrick?
Yeah, I think Kendrick wins it, but I think Pusha probably deserves it more.
Got you.
Even though I'm not the biggest fan of that album either, but I'm not. God did know. Future, I guess. Like, I don't. But no, I'm not picking Jack Harlow. We're not doing it.
I listen. We had the uproar way back when they gave it to Macklemore over Kendrick, right?
Yeah.
I feel like we have a part 2 of that when the Grammys happens. I think they're gonna give it. I think they're gonna give it to Jack Harlow. Why? I have absolutely no idea. Maybe the label connects. I don't know. But I also think it should go to Pusha T over Kendrick.
Okay.
Like we mentioned, like we talked about before, like the Big Steppers album, I thought was great. I think Mr. Morale didn't really hold and capture me like the Big Steppers did. So if it was only Big Steppers, then we could have another conversation. But shout out to all the nominees, man. It'll be interesting to see. Shout out to Glorilla again. Amazing that she's like nominated this soon, because she just made it onto the scene this year. She's had a stellar 2022. So shout out to her. Yeah. Shout out to all the nominees, man.
Yeah, definitely. But that particular song from Glorilla, yes. Goddamn, I'm just happy to see that. And salute to I want to gloss over this. The Dream is nominated for a Songwriter of the Year for non-classical, with his work definitely with Beyonce and other tracks that he's on. Boy Wonder, Producer of the Year for the non-classical category for the things that he's worked on. So shout out to hip hop and those R&B writers doing their thing and getting those Grammy nods, because we often bring ourselves to these questions and these debates. Oh, the Grammys this, oh, the Grammys that. The Grammys don't matter. Yes, the fuck they do. I'm sorry. I'm tired of having this conversation with y'all niggas. Like, if your favorite could get these Grammys, you wouldn't be saying that shit. So that's another story. That's another story. That's another story, because the Grammys dictate the money that you can leverage in these negotiation deals. Dream sold his catalog for a certain amount of money. Now he's back in the Songwriter of the Year, which could possibly win, especially if Beyonce go crazy with the stuff that she got. Dream is, how much money Dream got? Like, listen, stop playing with me. Like, I get tired of this conversation. Like, the Grammys don't matter. Yes, they do. They always matter.
If they did,
I'm sorry that they have historically gotten a lot of the black stuff wrong. But this is the music business, though. And when you get Grammy Award winner next to your name, yesterday's price is not today's price, especially when you're talking about from the songwriter aspect, especially when you're talking about from a producer aspect. I'm sorry.
It's true. It's all facts. It's all facts. You can't. Speaking of, you know who I didn't see on this list or any of these categories?
Who?
Nicki Minaj.
Did she retract her nomination after?
Oh, did she? No. If she did that, okay.
I didn't see, because she was supposed to be in the pop category. I did look at that. I didn't see it. I didn't see her there because she made a big uproar about Super Freaky Girl being in the pop category and not in the rap.
Now, if she did, because if she retracted her nomination, then I'm
thinking that's what happened, because she made such a big funk about it. Now, then again, I have no news, article to really bring a fact to this. Anybody listening or anybody viewing will definitely correct this stuff. So
yeah. I was gonna try to Google it real quick, but I don't type that fast. So never mind.
But yeah, man, we have definitely. First of all, shout out to all the nominees. All the nominees. We go see what happens. What they do in February 2023.
Yeah, man. Hopefully they don't delay it. They delayed that shit like 4 months this year. So
yeah,
because it's usually the week after the Super Bowl. So We'll see if they delay it again. But anyway, again, shout out to the nominees, man. Did we reach the end of the docket? That's it?
Yeah, man, that's it, bro.
That's crazy.
That's crazy, right? And then unfortunately, man, we ain't got no song of the week for y'all this week due to just the way that this is constructed. We'll promise to do better next week. We promise.
Yeah, man. Score should be at the shop. It's all good. if
not if y'all don't send them cash apps. Send them cash apps, the Venmos, the goddamn Apple Pays.
It'll be in the episode description on Apple, on Spotify, on YouTube. It'll be
everywhere.
Oh man, that's funny. Everywhere you say cash apps. But anyway, if you're on YouTube, we appreciate y'all. Well, actually, no, we ain't got no song of the week. So everybody, if you're on YouTube and audio, we appreciate y'all for rocking with us this long.
Yes, sir.
Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, share this with your people, hit the comment section, leave us a rating, review, all that stuff on your favorite streaming platform. And it's episode 167.
167, real quick. I want to shout out our YouTube commenters from this week, man. Shout out to D Young. He showed us love, California love, y'all the truth. King D over here. Shout out to you, bro. And shout out to Diana, just giving us a props on our audio. We appreciate that. We appreciate all love and constructive criticism here at Oversaturated the podcast.
But yeah, enunciation, baby.
Yeah, I know. We working on it, baby. But 167, man, I ain't got nothing else, man. You know what? Make sure you comment, rate, and subscribe, because you know what? OS is for the streets.
And with that, that's episode 167.
167.
And we out.
Chill.
Peace.